Do we do like an intro? Do we have banter at the beginning?
I don't know. What cake banter?
Cake banter.
Like cake batter, but better. I don't know.
Banter, but better batter.
Yes.
Hi, and welcome to Worth the Calories. I'm Matthew Vose.
And I'm Catherine Vose.
This is our Great British Bake Off podcast.
Yay! More bake-off, more cake.
Exactly. Biscuits, scones, pies.
Breads,
yes.
Breads.
Of course, breads.
I love a
Breads
bit of
can be
bread.
exciting. So, season whatever, 2019 of the Bake Off is about to start. 8?
Well, do we reset the counting from the move to Channel 4? Is this really
No.
season? No.
Because the show itself has continued in the same way you don't change the counting of Buffy.
That's true.
And the show's continuity. If you started on the Channel 4 ones, you still need to have seen them before to get the continuity and the plot. You know, you wouldn't understand all the cliffhangers.
The nuances.
Exactly.
Well, you know, this has echoes of Bingate of 2016.
Right? Yeah. The 2019 series of the Great British Bake Off is coming back.
What are you hoping for, Matthew?
Ooh, what am I hoping for? I've not really done any reading. I've seen the list and pictures of the people who are on this. I'm interested that the ages seem to have sort of gone a bit more towards the middle. I don't think there's any teens, and I think the oldest person is about 58 or something.
Okay.
Whereas previously they've had some retired people on there.
Yeah.
So, so some people of an older age. There's a thing about, the median age winner is about 40. And yes, because they've got some experience.
Ooh, could be you next year. Or the year after.
Try again. Yep, thank you. What am I hoping for? I think it's fair to say we weren't too happy with the finale because it was very much stunts.
Yes.
And during the season, they'd done some stunts. I'm going to say stunts in inverted commas, but Vegan Week, I completely appreciate them doing Vegan Week.
Yeah.
But that is a difference from the norm and stuff they'd generally done before. They did Spice Week, where they had baking mammals. And they've and the Abelskiver on Danish Week. These are sort of, tentpole significant moments trying to do something different. And I completely appreciate it doing that as a show, educating us about stuff from around the world.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we've not done Mammal yet because it's... I've only, it was only after the series had finished, been able to get a mammal mould.
Yep.
And then I've not been able to get all the ingredients yet because some of the ingredients
and it's
are
super expensive.
very expensive. So at some point we must go to a proper supermarket in London that will stock them and pick them all up. But it's just, I'm hoping for accessibility even when they're doing stunts.
Yep.
Like Vegan Week was accessible.
Yes, it was.
And it taught us something different.
Yes.
So I'm, and we have discussed that with a number of people, and talked about the different ways that you do baking without flour or without dairy and this kind of thing.
And it was interesting to see that meringues with chickpea juice works.
Absolutely. So I think I'm hoping for an education outside of the norm.
Yep.
Fewer vanilla sponges, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for it to still be something we could do.
Yeah.
Because that finale had a lot that we couldn't do. And then it had, baking over a campfire as the technical challenge.
Which we refused to do in our small back garden.
Well, exactly. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm hoping for from it. And it's the same question back at you.
Well, I'm a bit more of a simple soul. I'm hoping for I'm hoping for more choux pastry and less squeezing of spinach.
Yeah. No, I want the squeezing of spinach because I bought a roll of muslin.
Okay.
I want to use the muslin roll.
But I really, really enjoyed doing the Puy d'Amour.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because actually I want to say Puy d'Amour. But no, I really enjoyed the making of the Puy d'Amour.
Right.
I enjoyed having a crack at choux pastry and not being horrified by the result. So I would be delighted to have another crack at choux pastry this season.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave my wishes there, like a very good child's Christmas list.
Yeah, I really like that as a sentiment, as the technical challenges being based on skills and types of something, not necessarily something you've never done before, or a technique, like the Abelskiver. The technique was actually all in that, because the batter was very similar to a sort of pancake Yorkshire pudding type batter.
Yeah.
It was the technique of actually making them, and having the Abelskiver pan that was the thing. Whereas, yes, if it was use a choux pastry, use a bread batter, use a cake batter, whatever it is, and in an interesting way, or have to do some technique with it that we want to be able to learn.
Yep.
Awesome. More behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring on the bake-off.
It'll be interesting. No real news from the bake-off, from Love Productions, from the bake-off hosts, all that kind of thing. It's pretty continuous. There was something about Prue Leith. She's working to improve food in hospitals, working with NHS trusts.
Good for her.
And she's been photographed on crutches.
Oh.
And I think the tabloid headline was mysterious injury. But we'll see if that's anything else.
Maybe she was wearing a necklace that was so heavy that she toppled over.
Maybe, possibly, probably. I'm going to look at the news site just to see if there's anything. Oh, 10th anniversary series, according to this.
Ooh.
Fascinating. They've done a news article, a news post that is an invite. Dress code, aprons, party hats, and flowery hands.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it should be good fun. So, yeah, again, should be, I think, 10 weeks they normally run for.
Cool.
So it's going to go through August, September, October, and into November.
Excellent. So we're going to be cooking whilst we're on holiday?
Possibly so. Possibly so.
There's going to be a kitchen.
Yeah, we'll see what we do. So we're probably a little bit late into the introductory episode to talk about this, but our show, we try to do a little bit different. It's very easy to discuss the bakers and how people were and things that happen and that kind of thing. We try to discuss the bakes.
Yes.
I think is generally what we pitch for. And we discuss the bakers in terms of, what they did that was interesting, particularly as we saw, what was the lady's name last time?
Bridie?
No. Who did all the turtley cat?
Oh, Kim Joy.
Kim Joy, thank you very much. We enjoyed people like that bringing their personality, bringing their sort of real life interest and so on into it.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss them in those terms.
Yeah.
But particularly what we want to talk about are, what are they bringing to the technical challenges? What are they being asked to do in the kitchen? How do we think about those challenges? And then we will attempt the technical challenges ourselves week by week.
Absolutely.
Generally.
Exciting stuff.
Assuming we can get hold of ingredients and tools and all this sort of thing. And see how we do approaching them, particularly having seen what they did on the TV show.
Yes.
I think that's much easier than trying to do it without knowing the pitfalls.
Sometimes we find out if Mandy joins us doing a blind bake from the States.
Yeah. So sometimes we also have my podcast co-host from Pop Culture Deprived, who gets to try these as well and see what she can do. Although very interesting to see different interpretations of different recipes and techniques from a different culture.
And different and interesting to hear the ingredient substitutions that you might have to make if you're not necessarily buying your ingredients from a UK supermarket.
Yeah. Yeah, because flour and weight measurements particularly are somewhat different, if not very different in the US.
And types of cream.
Exactly.
That's a minefield.
Absolutely, yeah. Interesting stuff. So it'd be very exciting to see what they come up with this year. We're hoping to do all of them, and we will aim to do all of them.
Yeah.
And we'll give you our feedback on what happens.
Yeah.
Some went better than others last year.
There may or may not be Instagram shots.
May or may not be, depending on how much stuff you get over your hands, whether you can take the photo
exactly.
or not. Have you done any baking in the interim since last year's series?
Have I?
Breads.
Oh, yes, I've been making bread.
This is why we were so excited about breads at the beginning.
Yes, I've been doing some bread, in particular seed loaves. So I'm definitely hoping for some more bread. I think my heart lies with the savoury bakes.
Yep.
And maybe with the pastry bakes.
Right.
But, I'll give everything a crack. How about you?
I've done a few cakes.
You certainly have.
I did your birthday cake. I did 3 birthday cakes in the end.
Yay.
I did my dad's birthday cake.
Yep.
Including the practice run where I forgot the butter.
It still tasted all right.
And it was okay. It was a little rubbery, but it was okay.
It was, I must say, it was better with the butter.
It was. That is a fair point. I will take that on board. And cakes for your brownies, women's empowerment period, and lots of cookies and lots of muffins. Muffins. I'm hoping there's a muffins technical challenge this year because I've got muffins down.
Muffins for days. Nice.
So we aim to release episodes probably 2 days after the episode airs on TV, so we will get it out. You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, just search for Worth the Calories. And if you subscribe, you get new episodes dropped straight into your podcast listening device of choice.
Hey.
We will see you next week.
Bye.